Come to politics on the wheel with J. The President, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, who is addressing Nigeria at 7 p.m. today, have submitted his nominees to the Senate, and the screening began today. It was a breaking news this afternoon that the President will be addressing the nation today. Before I go forward, if you have not subscribed, please do it to hit the subscribe button as well the notification button to get much more of our video. Now, here is this. The presidential candidate of Labour Party, His Excellency Mr. Peter Obi, over the weekend had a media space, and in that space on Twitter, he discussed a lot of things bothering Nigeria. He said, one of his quotes was, "You cannot jump through the window and begin to clean the house." You know where that is going to. A lot of bombshell that he released during the weekend, and as a result of that, pressure now mounted on the president and the APC and the presidential cabal. And now here comes a presidential media, press conference, because it's not a media chat. Because it's going to be a media chat, then we're going to be having a more robust conversation with the president as to how he has been able to govern the country within the past 60 days in office. Now, back to the nominees. Betrayer, that is what everybody is referring to him as. He is now a betrayer, referring to Nyesom Wike, the former governor of Rivers State. Here is the way he was interviewed, or will I say, questions were thrown at him. But if you look at carefully, you will discover that there was no any sensible question that was asked to him, because he was a governor of infrastructure, as the Deputy Senate President once said, that he missed his way when he was in Rivers State for the commissioning of some of the projects by the then President Muhammadu Buhari. So let's take a look at how the screening went for the betrayer, Nyesom Wike.
So let me welcome the esteemed nominee, His Excellency, former Governor of Rivers State, Nyesom Wike, to the hallowed chambers of the Senate for a screening. We just want you to give us a brief resume of yourself and anything you think the Nigerian public does not know yet, which you want to reveal. So the floor is yours.
My name is Ezenwo Nyesom Wike. I'm from Obiabo local government of Rivers State. I've had my education in Rivers State from primary school to secondary school. I went to the University of Port Harcourt and had my first degree in political science and administrative studies. Thereafter, I went and served my National Youth Service in then Gongola State, now Adamawa and Taraba State. I came back proceeded straight to Rivers State University, where I had my LLB law, and then proceeded to Nigerian Law School, when it was in Lagos, and then was called to the bar. After my call to the bar, I had a brief stint in practice with E.C. Okala and co-senior advocate of Nigeria. Thereafter, I came to foreign politics and then contested for the chairmanship position of Obiabo local government in 1999. I won as chairman and then as a second time chairman. Of course, Nigerians know the importance of Obiabo local government as far as this country is concerned. Thereafter, I became the national president of Association of Local Governments in Nigeria, and I represented Africa in Commonwealth of Local Government. After that, I became the chief of staff to the government of Rivers State in 2007. Thereafter, I became a minister of state education and then became the supervisory minister of education. In 2014, I resigned and went to run for the governorship of Rivers State. I became the governor of Rivers State in 2015. Again, I recontested in 2019 and won. To the glory of God, I served that mission May 29, 2023. As governor, it's on record in this country. Everybody will attest the fact that I changed the landscape of Port Harcourt. It's on record. In 4 years, I constructed 12 flyovers in 4 years, not by any contractor, but Julius Berger Nigeria Limited. One of you, Mr. President, will attest to the fact that you have even come to River State to commission projects. Eminent Nigerians in both, or it does not matter which affiliation, whether you're a politician, whether you're not a politician, whether you belong to Party A or you belong to Party B, all have come to River State to commission projects. And I can tell you, what is important, there's no thing like magic. What is important is what passion do you have? What commitment do you love your people? And I can say, as a governor, then, in my 4 years, in the second tenure, I've never left my state and slept outside my state. I've made sure that I'm in my state to take the challenges, to solve the problems of my people. And that's why when I was living like a hero. The 7th of May, while I was living to the 27th of May, Mr. Senate President, I was flagging off a project. This thing can be achieved if you are committed, if you have passion for the job. There are so many people who want to be minister, who want to be governor, for the sake that I was a governor, for the sake that I was a minister. But there are those who say, look, what do I want to offer? Am I committed to this job? And I told Mr. President, for nominating me, I believe, knowing how hungry Mr. President is to solving the problems of Nigeria, we have no choice but to give him that required support. And I can assure you, if I'm confirmed, in whatever capacity, Mr. President will not regret nominating me. Thank you, and God bless you.
Yes, Wike. Even as he was speaking, you could see the passion. You could see the love that he has for this country. Your Excellency, I was one of those who commissioned projects during your tenure when you were governor. So we welcome you, but this is the Nigerian Senate. And one of the things that the public worries about is that sometimes we play more politics with our voices. But when we get into office, we close the door against Nigerians. Will you be open? Will you have an open door policy so that all Nigerians can access you, even the poor, those with problems? Will you also be in a position to allow proper oversight of whichever ministry is given to you by legislators? Because those are the things that concern us. Being accessible to the people that you are meant to serve, and also allowing proper oversight for accountability. Deputy Senate President, do you have a question for this nominee? Otherwise, we tell him to take a bow and go.
When I visited River State some time back, when the president of this country went there to commission some roads and other projects, I saw what the nominee did in Rivers, the legacy projects he executed. In fact, I was thinking that I missed my way. I thought I was not even in Rivers State. So my question is this: the wonderful work you did in Rivers, are you going to replicate that in any ministry that you find yourself when, after you've been cleared to be a minister in this country? Are you going to replicate that? Are you going to do the same thing you did with the passion, the zeal you execute, that you put forward in executing those projects? Are you going to replicate that kind of scenario? That's my question.
That is it on the interview, will I call the screening of the minister or ministerial, one of the ministerial nominee for Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Remember that Nyesom Wike is a PDP member and was a presidential candidate at the primary stage at the PDP. But prior to the general election, he was stems to do all means to distract or, let's say, sabotage the effort of the People's Democratic Party for the 2023 general election, as he keep hammering that this must be zoned to the south. He lost the ticket to Atiku Abubakar, who, contested for the election and secured over 6 million votes, according to INEC. And this is it. He is here today taking a ministerial nominee from the president, who is of APC. So many people see him as a betrayer, not just only the obedient family, but many Nigerians see that he is not a straightforward somebody, because he once said that he will never be a minister in this country. He will not be a second class citizen. But here he is today, taking a bow before the Senate. You don't need to trust any politician. Thank you for watching, and hit the notification button, and please do it to share this video to your loved ones. And again, the presidential speech comes at 7. I'll bring you the details and analysis of what the president have to say in this speech by tomorrow morning. Stay tuned.